Good morning, Wave Fam from Uji in Kyoto, Japan.
Konnichiwa, I'm Ashley and this is Josh.
Welcome to our channel. We are the Way Away. We sold everything we had to travel the world and now we want to share with you the Way Away.
So be sure to subscribe down below, hit that little bell so you can follow more of our adventures, and be sure to give us a like with that little thumbs up down there.
Let's go. All right, so we are going on a food tour today. Now, okay, yes, it has food involved, but we're trying something that's very unique to Japan and something that we've never really done before. We had a taste of it, but we've never done this before.
You guys aren't used to us being healthy, but today we're gonna be a little healthy.
We're being super healthy as far as it goes when it comes to beverages. We're trying, hold on. Look at that. I love how great the trains are. They're like on time. But we are going on a matcha tour.
Matcha, matcha, matcha. Matcha, matcha, matcha.
Okay.
We are going with Arigato Japan Food Tours.
There you go.
They have invited us to go on this tour today. They do lots of different food tours, but we chose the matcha one because it's cultural and we literally have seen matcha everywhere.
It's everywhere.
In Japan.
And I feel like we're on a third wave of matcha resurgence in the world. It's getting very popular. We tried, you can get a matcha frappuccino at Starbucks.
Yeah, this year we tried matcha for the very first time ever.
Yeah,
in
no,
Canada.
it's true, it's true.
And hopefully we'll be getting our own chance to make our own matcha. I heard it's like really hard process.
It's involved.
Yeah.
This is the Uji River here, just south of Kyoto, which made it a perfect vacation spot for the nobility of Kyoto. Kyoto was founded in 794 as the capital city of Japan. At the time it was called Heian-kyo, which means the city of peace and tranquility. And because of that, we actually call the period around this time the Heian period.
We've had a brief overview of Uji history and the Kyoto region, and now we're headed away from the station area, probably into a bit more quiet streets where we're gonna begin our matcha tasting.
It's one of the oldest shrines in Japan. We believe it was well established even by the year 1000. What conditions it is grown in, when it is picked, and how it is prepared afterwards. Those are the three major determining factors of the different types of tea.
Yeah.
So
it's all the same tea leaf.
It's technically all the same leaf.
So cool.
When we headed on this tour, I did not know that we were going to be trying foods that were infused with tea. So this is actually really exciting. We're starting off with something to fill our bellies and also to drink. So what I've got here is a shrimp dumpling with pre-ground matcha leaves on top, as well as matcha in the broth around it.
So my meal came with a bunch of different things. First we have some matcha buckwheat noodles with a sesame dressing, and then the little tea leaves that are matcha tea leaves with before they're ground. And I have a matcha rice bowl here. It has wasabi on the top, which I'm super excited about, and eel here inside, and then I get to actually take my matcha and pour it inside my rice bowl, which I'm so excited about. I also have some matcha salt here for myself to just season a little bit in my rice bowl. And then lastly, we have some pickled vegetables, which Kyoto is very famous for their pickled vegetables, but here I got some pickled tea leaves, which is something that you may only be able to find in Uji.
You can like barely taste the matcha. It's a seasoning, not a powerful flavor.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like that they're not like, it's matcha. You know, it's a good flavor profile. That's really good.
So as told, these are called mugwort or yamogi. I'm not sure what's in it at all, but it looks kind of gelatiny, and it's been grilled, it seems, on one side. It doesn't have much flavor at all. It's good texture.
The rice that I have here has gyokuru tea leaves cooked right into it, and they're specific to the Uji area. They're pretty much considered the best tea that you can get in Japan.
Oh my gosh, that was delicious. That's my new word. How do you say delicious or uishi? That was so uishi. Temple just right through there, and it is a World UNESCO site. You guys know that I love going to the heritage sites because they give us kind of an idea of the culture from way back when. But we also stopped for some ice cream. We have a matcha and a hojicha, which is a different type of green tea.
It's roasted green tea leaves.
Roasted, and guess what? They put it actually on it instead of inside the ice cream. So it's kind of a fun, different way to have it. Supposedly it's like, you know, the way to have it. Super powdery, but then the ice cream adds the creamy. Very interesting.
I know that hojicha is so far one of your favorite.
My favorite.
Oh, your favorite, yeah. One of your favorite tea profiles.
Yeah, actually, like the hojicha, we had it the other day in iced latte, I believe. Earlier we had it hot, which I really liked, and now I'm having it in ice cream form. But how else can I have hojicha?
All right, we've come to a tea house here in Uji that's been around for about 500 years. It's known as the oldest tea house in Japan, basically.
That color from such darkening. So the tea leaves are just put right in the top here, and then we grind it with the bamboo here, and then it comes out the bottom in between. And it's this bright green color. It's so amazing that it just goes from the darker leaves to the bright, bright green.
Two. And then it's every long time. There you go.
Ta-da!
You're professional.
Yeah, I'm really good at this matcha making.
Clockwise so that the image is faced away from you.
Okay, yeah.
There you go. Two turns. Bow.
Wow.
Yeah, bow. And sit. Some of the best matcha in the world that you can get, and you made it.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's so creamy.
It really is.
What's the most amazing to me is that we're drinking tea leaves.
Yeah.
Like in normal, so much tea that we've had, you put the leaves in, but you take them out. This is actual tea leaves that we're drinking, and it's smooth. This is amazing.
Like a cappuccino, but tea. So turn.
2 turns.
Yeah, image back to us, and then we can place it down.
Slowly down.
And now, is there an unwrapping procedure on the dessert? Okay, just making sure.
Like a present.
1/4 turn. Alright. That was a really special experience. Now, if you've watched our videos for a while, you know that we tried matcha in Victoria, BC, and Ashley described it as sort of having a seaweed flavor, very pungent, strong, a little bitter. This was so smooth and creamy and light in flavor, and he even gave us extra matcha in there, which you would think would make it stronger and more bitter, but this was fantastic. One of the things we also mentioned was that matcha is very high in antioxidants and it's supposedly healthy, good for you, you know, that sort of thing. The reason that is, so to go back to Ashley's point earlier, tea is tea. It comes from the same plant, it just depends on how you prepare it and make it. Matcha specifically is special because they grind up the whole thing and it creates this high concentration of all the nutrients that are in the leaf together into a very fine powder that you ingest directly into your body. And that's what gives it these really strong properties. We have ended back where we began at Uji train station, or metro station, I guess. That was a fantastic tour.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. I am not a huge fan of green tea, but I like learning a lot about it, and yeah, I've learned different ways where I could like it.
See, I've actually grown in my appreciation of green tea, and I kind of liked it before. So, like, now I want matcha, but the thing is, I'm spoiled for the good stuff now. Yeah. And I'm gonna try matcha back home, and I'm gonna be that snob that's like, oh, you don't have tea from Uji? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Oh, man.
It's too bad.
It was so enjoyable. I love learning while we're here,
Yes.
learning about different cultures and just the way that they make something small like tea into so many different things.
Especially that ceremony at the end.
Yeah.
We were told that was sort of a beginner's intro to a traditional tea ceremony, and you can go off and have tea ceremonies for as little as $20. But that one was included with our matcha tour, so that was really fun to take part of.
Yeah, I really just love this. If you guys are interested in doing this tour, we definitely will have it linked below. Thank you so much for having us. Yeah, it was so great.
Well, Wave Fam, I hope we encouraged you to get out there and travel today, and we'll see you in the next video.
Wait, I have one tip I forgot.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, guys, matcha or other green teas, like they may be strong the first sip, and they may be like really strong and offensive the second sip, but just keep drinking it and give it more of a chance. Like every time I felt like, oh, this is really strong first and second, but then by the third sip, I really liked it. That's just my tip for beginner's guide, I guess.
I concur.
We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.